Hi everyone, Gemma here. Thank you for watching today. In this video I'm going to be making a 3D baby rattle using half of a Christmas bauble. I think it's such a cool idea and I'm going to use it as an extra decoration for the gift packaging that I've been making throughout this mini series. To make the rattle, I've gone ahead and I've cut all my pieces. Now I've used my Cricut machine to cut these, but you can do it by hand or you can use nesting dies. It's entirely up to you. They're very simple shapes here apart from the bow, and it'll be very easy to recreate. So looking at this piece here, which is the back piece, I've cut this twice and attached it together. I am using a lighter weight cardstock, so I wanted to let these set overnight so they have more strength to them. So it's just a larger circle, a rectangle, and then another circle. So you could use as I said, a nesting die to cut this. Use your trimmer or your guillotine ruler, craft knife, cut a rectangle, and then this circular shape to add onto the end. And also you can recreate this in Cricut if you wish. So I've got two pieces there for the back. This then is the frame that will help strengthen the piece and hold my half of a Christmas bauble in place. So I bought these from Amazon. These are the 8cm ones, and that's what I've based my sizing on. So I've cut two of those and attached them together again to add that strength. And then this is the final piece that will go over the top. I've got some pattern paper for the background and a bow for some decoration. So you could attach all this together and add some shaker pieces inside, some sequins or some beads or different things, and it could be a working baby rattle. But I've decided to fold up some baby socks and I'm going to place them inside. So I'm just stepping up my gift packaging, making them a little bit extra. So I'll just talk you through how I'm going to attach this together. So it's going to be, I would say, a relatively short tutorial on showing you how to put this together. So first of all, I'm going to take my piece of pattern paper and I'm going to attach this to the back here. So I'll just give you the measurements in inches. So this circle is just over 3.5 inches, and this larger circle, 3.25 for the pattern paper, and just over 3.5 for this large piece here. So I'm going to use some collal glue and attach those together. So this is the same pattern paper and coloured cardstock that I've been using throughout this mini series. So this is from Creative Craft Products, and I'm just going to be mindful of the pattern like so. So I'm going to take my bauble and I've got two pairs of socks, so I'm just going to place them inside. And then that should fit nicely on there. So it is a bit of a push. I'm gonna have to try and squash those in. So I've decided to add this piece, so this will guide my dome onto the back piece rather than the dome first, just in case I'm off with my positioning. This will be better to have in place beforehand. And then any of the hot glue and the mess will be covered up with the glitter piece there. So I'm just going to line everything up. So I've got my hot glue gun on, heating up on the side, and I'm just going to run a thin bead around the edge there. don't get the socks in the hot glue. And then I'm just going to place that down and hold that in place until that glue sets. So that's the dome now attached, and I'm just going to tidy this up by placing this over the top then. So I'm going to add some clar glue all around the frame here. And attach the glitter piece. So once all those layers are dry and had time to set overnight, that should be a really nice strong piece. So I'm just going to give that chance to grab, and I'm going to work on the bow. So I believe this is called a double bow in Design Space. If you have bow dies in your stash, then use those, or if you have a preferred bow that you like to use. So I'm just using my bone folder to add a curve into the cardstock just to help shape that bow, and I'm also going to do the top piece here. So I've just added quick grab glue to the tab. I'm just going to hold this in place now so it's got time to set, and while I'm adding that pressure, I'm just going to add some glue on this tab at the same time, and then place that one over the top. So I'm just keeping my finger in place there, just giving the layers a chance to dry then. And then I'm just going to add quick grab glue all along this tab here and just wrap this around like so. And then I'm just going to add that on the front there, because of the glitter cardstock, I'm going to use the hot glue. So that will help hold that in place. So there's the finished rattle. I think it's really cool. I love how it's turned out, and it's going to go great with the rest of the gift packaging that I've made. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, you might want to hit the like button, leave a comment, or consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!